You guys ready for some more? Good. Hands down for you. Our next comic coming up, I actually discovered myself. I seen him performing at a contest at a club on Woodward in Ferndale. And he is funny as fucking hell. And he is like the only comic I've met that's bigger than me. As a matter of fact, we just tried to chest bump and he fucking rocked my shit. Please give it up for Bruce Pych.
Give it up for Keegan, everybody. Keep the applause going. We are here telling jokes, having fucking fun. Are we doing good tonight? Got some drinks in us, a little bit of food. All right. Speaking of food, last night I was at the hotel, right? And I heard there was an Arby's down the road. So I get in my car and I head out, and I can't find the Arby's. It's late at night. Only people out are prostitutes, right? So I see this prostitute, I pull over, roll the window down, she comes up, she's like, hey honey, what are you looking for? Suck, fuck, butt, what are you into? I'm like, actually, I'm just looking for the Arby's. You tell me what that is? She was really nice, she was like, it's just two more blocks down and it's on your left. So I go there, I get my Arby's, I'm eating it, and it dawns on me prostitutes and Arby's are kind of the same thing, if you think about it, right? I mean, like, look, they're both serving up loose, floppy meat nobody really wants. You know what I mean? If you get them in your car and leave it overnight, it'll just smell awful the next morning, especially if it's in direct sunlight, you know? I don't know if you know, prostitutes do not do well in the sun. That's why they come out at night, right? And then, of course, if you continually eat out at these places, you will catch a disease, all right? Whether it's AIDS or diabetes, I don't know. The only thing I can say is you can't put a condom on a roast beef and cheese. You know what I mean? So fucking pick your battles, I guess. I think gay sex is always funny. That's me. I don't know. Anytime, I think it's fucking hilarious. Like, I had this contractor come to my house. He did a bunch of work. The guy was a real asshole. He was a homophobe. He's talking all sorts of shit like he knows me. Like, dude, we're not hanging out in your hate rally. Just fucking fix the gutters and move on. So just to fuck with this guy, when I write him his check in the memo, I wrote for gay sex. It's gonna be a long time before that asshole has to cash that check. I don't know if the joke's on me though, because now I gotta keep that money in my checking account the entire time, but hey, what can you do? Another thing I find funny within homosexuality, has anybody heard of the term docking? Yeah, docking is where you take, an uncircumcised penis, a circumcised penis, and then an uncircumcised penis, and then you wrap the foreskin around the other one as to dock up, right? Now, I think that's hilarious, but there's an image, there's a metaphor in that, right? I think we can find peace in that, right? Like, if we think about it, it's really a mixture of deities together, right? We have the Jewish God, Yahweh, circumcised. We have the Islamic and Muslim God, Allah, uncircumcised, and they lock up in peace and unity. All right, I think that can solve the peace in Israel. And hey, if you want to throw the Christians in, just throw a 9-inch nail through both those dicks. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those. It's kind of one of those nights. Shit, man. You guys know about these stick figure families, the stickers on cars? Yeah, I couldn't do that. That's not for me. Like, I'd put the stickers on and then 2 weeks later my son would die in some ironic car accident. You know what I mean? I'd have to go out and scrape his little sticker off the back windshield. Oh, buddy. Get one of those big gaudy in memory of stickers with a little arrow just pointing to his empty spot. Oh, buddy. Right? And you can never get all that glue residue off, you know? There's always going to be some residual, some like chopped up stick figure boy. And then the more that you drive on the roads, the dirt and dust will collect on that leftover residue and give you a very unnecessary reminder of your dead son just decaying in the dirt. You know what I mean? Don't like the dark shit? I love that joke. Look, that's made up, all right? That's not a true thing, but the next one is very true, and I say 10 times sadder, all right? Driving down the road, stick figure lady, 8 stick figure cats. What the fuck? The sad cat lady's promoting her family? It's not even a family. You know what I mean? What do these people say every single time? It's like, oh, you don't understand. My pets are like my kids. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're like your pets. That's exactly what they are, right? People have kids in the crowd tonight? A little bit? You know what happens? When we have kids, what do we have to teach them? We have to teach them morals, ethics, how to behave properly in public. You don't do that with pets. You don't take your pet out like, oh, no, Mittens, you can't lick your asshole in the produce aisle. Come on now. That can't happen. That's not how it works, all right? Look, in the last example, you don't choose death. Death chooses you, but you choose to be the cat lady, and that's your fault, man, all right? Now look, if you want to be a cat lady or whatever, if that makes you happy, more power to you. Just don't promote it. Shame is okay. We need to have shame in this Facebook world. You know what I mean? You're promoting all your sadness out there. Like, no one wants to see a bumper sticker of me like, hey, I drink every day and I fart when I ejaculate. Nobody wants to know that. Keep your shame to yourself. It's pretty much my bottom line. Look, folks, when you go home tonight, if you could do me a favor, I'd like you to go to kotex.com, all right? Find out the questions and concerns that these young ladies coming into ladyhood, find out what they're asking, because it's fucking hilarious, all right? I had this one girl, she goes, I hear when you're on your period, you can't go swimming in the ocean because a shark might attack you. What? That sounds perfectly logical, right? If you're up on the surface of the water, flopping around like a wounded seal, puking blood out of your bearded clam, yeah, something's gonna nibble at you. Some type of predatory fish. Maybe not a shark, maybe it's me and I forgot my goggles. I don't know, but you're gonna get nibbled at, all right? You know, the other girl, she's my favorite. She goes, I hear that when you're on your period, other people can smell it. Look, sweetheart, as long as you keep it clean, you're gonna be fine, all right? Sure, it's got a scent to it, but it's not gonna bring tears to people's eyes like you've been cutting onions with your labia minora or some shit, you know what I mean? No, that's not happening, all right? Just keep it clean, sweetie. I think the worst thing would be, like, if it was an all-girl dormitory. It was the second semester, so they've had enough time for all their menses to sync up like fucking iCloud, you know what I mean? Yeah, sure. If it's the third week of the month, you're walking around the halls, it might smell a little rusty, the walls might be sticky, but don't be rude, okay? Don't be rude. These are young girls going through their menses, all right? It is a beautiful and natural cycle, all right? In fact, if that cycle came around 2 times a month, you know what it'd be called? It'd be called a bicycle. And I would ride that bloody bicycle up and down the beach during sunsets. I would take it to and from work just to help the environment. So folks, if you could please do me a favor, if you want to go green, go red first. My name's Bruce Pych. Thank you so much. Give it up for Keegan. Keep it going.
Give it up for Bruce one more time. And his lady problems.